Hi, Bhavnish. Thanks for your time.
Good morning. Thank you, and pleasure to be with you here.
We have been working with you now in the second year of our relationship. And, just for the introducing DBS Lifestyle, you started as a design firm and moved 360 degree into a mind to market, enabler for the fashion, lifestyle, and home segments. And every time we meet you, we see you growing leaps and bounds, right? So, the first question I have for you, Bhavnish, is, why do you love Stylumia? And before that, maybe you can just give a quick introduction about yourself and the company, and then get started.
Firstly, thank you so much, Ganesh, for your kind words. I really appreciate your kind introduction there. So I'm Bhavnish from DBS Lifestyle, and I founded this with my wife Divya. So hence it's called DBS. And we now are a complete mind-to-market solution, as Ganesh said, and we are doing right from design and parts as services to sourcing to manufacturing, and also doing communication design and other areas which are required for any fashion company or any brand or something as a complete one-stop solution for all their requirements from initial paper design stage all the way to warehouse deliveries. So that's what we do. And how and why we love Stylumia, I think I would start, and I think this would be a very long one because there are so many reasons to love Stylumia. So we love Stylumia for many reasons because one, I think it is the best product that is available in the industry today. Best also is because not because we feel so, because we've been using it for 2 years. My teams have been using it for 2 years. And whenever we make presentations to clients and we explain to them how the data is validated and how we're taking the trends forward and all of that, they are pretty mind blown and they love the idea of how the data can validate what we are thinking as designs as well. So we work with multiple kinds of people and we get feedback on that because we work with onliners, offliners, smaller brands, manufacturers, and everybody has a different set of problems, or you may call requirements. And because we get so many multiple different kinds of people we work with, we get to see the power of Stylumia a lot more, because if you're just one brand, you will use it for yourself and you will probably use it a certain way to get the data that you require. But because we work with multiple brands and multiple people, we get to see how Stylumia works. And it has also helped us in our business. It is not just because it's data and it gets the creative teams going with the validated data. It has also helped us in growing our business with our clients, because with the service that we can provide with the kind of information and learnings we get from Stylumia, it helps us to keep and retain our customers as well, with a lot of design work that gets a little bit more accurate, and it's also delivered in a manner where there is validation of some kind of data and sales behind it. So I would say why we've kept it, I've come to the last thing, which was because it helps us grow our business as well, and it has helped us grow our business with our customers. So Ganesh, thank you for that.
Yeah, wonderful. There's nothing more satisfying than that. We would like all our customers to continuously grow. The second question, this is something that we keep getting, and it's very, very, I would say, relevant question. Particularly, creative hotspot like yours. And, there is a view that, data will stifle creativity, right? No,
Okay.
your view on that, and you've been a very quick adapter of technology. Just wanted to understand, how did you go about doing this?
Okay, so I think okay, I would like to answer that question in a couple of parts. So I think there's a misconception on that data holds back creativity or something like that. So let me go back maybe 5 years, 10 years, 12 years back as well. How did we gather our data for creative work at that time? We used to look at trend services, we used to look at magazines, make our own mood boards physically, and some people maybe on Illustrator and Photoshop back in the day, and now it's more mature and even more technology driven. As you keep going forward, the internet revolution came in, then you started surfing the net, you started traveling. All this was for what? It was for some kind of data, right? To say that, okay, this is what's happening in the market. And we continue to do that as creative people. And then let's say maybe 5 6 years ago, when things started changing and the online market and everything was a little bit more mature, and it is starting to continue to mature even further. data became even more important. And as creative people, I think it's very important to deliver to the final customer what is something which is obviously absolutely fresh, new, beautiful, and it looks completely coming out of something which is new. But also it has to sell, and selling is something which earlier used to go on a concept of collective consciousness, but now I think it works with a lot of things which are data driven. So when I talk to my teams now who are resisting the fact that, how do we work with, reports and data and then move forward, they realized very quickly that it's not very different from what they were doing. And this is actually validated data, way more accurate data, saves them probably a lot more time to come to the conclusions on silhouettes, on colors, on textiles, on the trends, whatever. I mean, there are multiple things I can continue going and saying. But technology is something which is going to enable the creative process. It's not going to disable the creative process. So in my mind, tools like Stylumia are actually way more important than what we are viewing them as of now. And I think in time to come, I think the creative community will also, and especially in the fashion, textile, lifestyle industry where I'm from, I would say, will actually adopt this and learn to use more of this, and probably come up with requirements which probably we haven't even thought of right now, and probably ask you. And I know we've gone through a couple of these scenarios where we've come special requests with you, and I think that just is another example that if technology wasn't working for creative people, then why would we come to you with a question to say we need more? So I think that kind of answers the question. And also the most important thing for me in this is team usage. Then now the team comes back to me and says that this is extremely important for us to have, and this is a must-have thing for us to enable our creative process. So I think with that said, this is something where the industry is probably moving towards, and I would definitely say to all my colleagues, friends, everyone in the creative field, that we should not view technology as something which is disabling the creative process. It actually improves the business. And what improves the business improves the creative process at the end of the day as well. So I think this is something where we will all probably in time, and already it started to happen, realize it's I guess a meeting of hands. And I think that's what the future is going to be.
Amazing, Bhawnish, that the way you have been an early adopter of technology and continue to imbibe technology in everything that you do. At the same time, you and your team bring creativity, and there's a view sometimes saying that whether the newness will come down because I've used data. No, I think you guys really jumped that and set a trend, and I'm sure it's going to not only help you and everybody else. And the last question to you is, Bhawnish, that you must have evaluated, you've been in the both global fashion industry and Indian industry, and you would have evaluated a lot of solutions. Now, if you can just share with us, what made you choose Stylumia?
Sure. And I think what made us choose Stylumia at the base of it is it's a great product. At the end of the day, a good product is always something the customer also recognizes. And I'll tell you, it's very important that Stylumia's consumer validation, and it is not just a trend or a research or something, which is also important in the industry. I'm not saying that that's not important, but what happens with Stylumia is you're getting a lot of data which is consumer validated. It's not just something which is coming from, a feeling of what next season or 2 seasons or 3 seasons hence is going to be. When that happens, I think it makes the decision much easier for a company like mine to work with. And because earlier how this entire thing would start was that we would go and do our own research and all of that, but then how do you validate that? There was no way to do it. Now you are already starting from that point where it's a consumer validated data, it's enabling creativity. So hence that was something which really made us use this tool. And as we've used this tool, I think the decision of what we decided to go with 2-3 years ago has actually been very fruitful for us. And to go back to, yes, we obviously would have compared a few other products that are there in the market, but what the muscle with which Stylumia can provide us the solutions or the data or the answers that we want, I think something was missing here or there with a lot of the other tools that are available in the market. And what is even more important for my team is that if there is something, you're also constantly innovating new things, which also keeps the customer very happy. And that also is a decision when we made to go with Stylumia, which was something you guys and your team also said that we are constantly innovating new things as well, which is going to become features for the customers, which is also held true. So I think what was said at that point of time and how the product is really evolved to something which is really brilliant. And I'm sure in time to come, it's even going to get better and better, and which is already so good. So I think for us, why we chose Stylumia and what made us do all of this was actually once we used it and we did our demos and we went through the process, and we realized very quickly that there is definitely a lot of muscle and power to the way this entire thing works. And my team was very satisfied over the years, and we've also been continually renewing this, and we will continue to do that. So I think the decision has been made over the first couple of meetings when we realized that this is something where I will get a lot more than what is available in the market for sure.
Yeah, thanks, Bhavnish. I think we continue to learn from clients like yours, and for thanks to all your feedbacks and your team's feedbacks for making us on our edge and continue to improve our product. And really, thank you for your time and sharing your point of view. And every time we meet you, you continue to grow. We wish that DBS Lifestyle continues to grow and scale new heights. Wish you all the very best and stay safe.
Thank you so much, Ganesh, and my best wishes to you and your team. And as a just a call out to everyone in the times of COVID, please be safe, please take care, and wishing you all the best and Stylumia all the best and everyone the best there as well. And thank you
Thank
for your kind words today, Ganesh.
Thank you very much.